Welcome everybody to TopLine's Live at 5. My name is Brian with TopLine, and I am really happy to be back. We've been traveling a little bit the last couple of weeks. I haven't been able to do these as often as I'd like, so we are back in business to have our TopLine Live at 5, and today we're going to be talking about the difference between reputation management and reputation marketing. The reason that this is so important is because there are a lot of companies out there right now that do reputation management. And by managing your reputation, it is important. Don't get me wrong. Managing basically means that when you have a negative review, that you can do something about it, or that you at least know about it. So management is around getting notifications, being told when you have a good review or a bad review, your ability to respond to those reviews, and that's all very important. And I want you to know that if you are looking at a service that does that, it shouldn't be very expensive, because honestly, you can go to Google Alerts and set that up absolutely free. And I'm not trying to talk myself out of being in business, because there's a lot more to reputation marketing than simply management. And I want you to really keep this in mind, that when you are managing your reputation, it is important, there is some value. However, you can do it absolutely 100% free on Google Alerts. You simply go to Google Alerts, and if you've never done it before, you just type in Google Alerts in Google, and it will take you to their website. You set up through whatever account you might have on Google, and you tell it what keywords to look for. And things like reviews, your name, your practice name, all of these things can be tracked, and then you'll get an update. And you can have them instantly, you can have it daily, you can have it weekly, monthly, however you want it. And that way, you will instantly know if and when you get a review. And that is something that Google can do quite well. Now, if you want to make money with those reviews, if you want your practice to grow because of the positive reviews you're getting on social media, online, on Google, on Facebook, then you have to market with those reviews. And that means doing something with them to get people's attention, to show them that you have these positive reviews, that people are excited about what you do in your practice. And that means that you are displaying them hopefully on your website, and not just displaying, you've probably seen the websites that said, here are testimonials, and then they list all the wonderful things people say about them. Well, there's two things I want to make sure that we talk about. Number one is that testimonial is a marketing term, and what it does is it tells everyone that's going to read your page that you're about to tell them how great you are. So don't do that. Call it anything else. Raving reviews, what patients are saying. There's all kinds of other ways to say you're about to give out your testimonials without saying testimonials. So stay away from marketing terms like that. And it's a habit that I have that I'm working on constantly, to not use terminology, and especially terminology that people understand, that is essentially saying, I'm going to start telling you we're terrific. So leave that out. Make it more social, more comfortable, more engaging. The other thing that's important if you're going to be displaying reviews on your website especially, is to list where they came from. That means that you're not just cherry picking those reviews. At least that's not how it feels. Because if there is a link from that review on your website directly to that review on Google or Facebook or Yelp or wherever it came from, then it is a real legitimate review, and the social value, the social proof goes way, way up, as opposed to, hey, here are the few nice things that I was able to find, and we hope that you believe it. That is a big, big factor, and especially when it comes to reputation marketing, actually doing something with it. You can also turn them into videos, and then get those videos out on YouTube, on Facebook, on your website, and then you can even put those videos on ads, so that people are seeing that you are getting these positive reviews every place they go. So this is a really powerful tool that you have. And if you're not really taking advantage of it, marketing with it, then you're kind of missing the boat. What other things can you do? You can take quotes from your reviews, make an image, and put that onto your social media, onto your website, all kinds of things. So I really want you thinking about how can you market with your reputation. And the reason I bring this up is because when we do reputation marketing, we have an entire system in place, not only for helping you get those positive reviews and managing the reviews that do come in so that you see them, you know that you're getting them, and responding appropriately, and we help you with that process. but we also have an entire system for marketing with those reviews so that you're turning into something of value and that people are finding it and they're seeing you as the obvious expert in your area. And when you're comparing reputation management to reputation marketing, there's a big, big difference. So keep in mind that reputation management, it can be done for free. Reputation marketing is where the art comes in, where it starts to get really interesting and where it can actually help build your practice. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. Hit me up on the messenger or send me an email, whatever works best for you. And I'd love to answer any questions that you have about the differences between reputation marketing, reputation management, and then what we can do to support you along your process. I hope that we covered everything for you. I look forward to seeing you next time on Top Line's Live at 5. That's it for me. Bye for now.